We hope you enjoy this rebroadcast of Risk On's highest-rated topics for the previous week. Todd and Jason will return next week with their regularly scheduled programming. And now, Risk On.
Hey, it's Todd Ault. It's June 1st. This is the 84th show of Risk On. What may be the greatest show ever about risk? Now, that's a forward-looking statement, but it might be true today. Because did we crush it or what? By the way, those of you who follow me know that we're long MDRR, we're long the REIT stocks, we're long real estate, and we had a rocking day in real estate today, right?
Hey, is there any money left for anyone else to be made today?
I don't know, man. Oh,
Dude,
wow.
I feel like Jerome Powell just printing it.
You're printing it today.
Amazing
We
day.
had a rocking day today. We just got back from the Indianapolis 500. That was incredible. Congratulations to Elio Castroneves, who I love and have followed for years when he was on Penske Racing.
Hey, man, Fort Lauderdale via Brazil. Love the guy.
Yeah, Brazil. To celebrate, we went out to Fogo de Chao after the victory. We did. We actually went to a brilliant steakhouse. Hey, today on the show, Josh, our producer, is live in studio. Say hello, Josh.
What's up, buddy?
Hey.
Skyla, you're back from Mule Days.
I'm back.
How were the asses?
They were very nice.
All right, cool. You
Probably
like the asses a lot?
Yeah.
Did you ride an ass?
I didn't get to, no.
But I saw you.
But I
took-
pet a lot of them.
I saw you take pictures with them.
Yeah, I
Per-
pet a lot of them.
Really? Yeah. Are they like just mini horses or what?
No, they're actually horse size, but they just have like really big ears. They're like, yeah, just donkey horse mix.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. Although I did hear today an absolute commitment that Justin was going to do our show.
No way.
I don't have a commitment on the date, but he gave me. I got from his representative. I got a commitment that he would be on the show. He's not on any shows right now, but he would do our show first. We'd be the first broadcast. That's what he told.
Nice.
That's what I was told.
Brood.
Let's say you're a middle class to lower income person when it comes to income, and you know that oil is a bigger tax on you than it is on other people. Now, what's the Biden administration do? They ban leases
Yep.
in the Arctic refuge, undoing what Trump did. So a greater dependence on foreign oil, that makes sense. And oil prices are going what? Higher?
Way higher.
Let's
and
say,
then,
wait, kill the Keystone Pipeline.
Yep.
Kill drilling.
All the jobs created with the Keystone Pipeline.
Don't approve the Pebble Mine.
Then you have the hack in New Jersey that stunts all the logistical nightmare with the oil moving throughout the southeast region. If the Keystone Pipeline was in place, we would have a means to move the oil in a much efficient fashion.
I wonder whose payroll he's on. I mean, the Russians, their pipeline got approved.
Yeah, for sure.
But the Keystone Pipeline? No. And in the audience today, my daughter, graduate of the University of Arizona.
You want to tell? She works for what do you call them? The Death Star.
She works for the Death Star.
Oh my
Death
God!
Star.
I know.
She does.
it's
She
so
works for the
crazy.
big planet, the richest guy in the world. Have you gotten to hang out with him at all? No, definitely not. All right.
I'd rather.
All right.
Wouldn't you rather hang
My
out with
oldest
his
daughter is
ex-wife?
in the house today. You don't have to leave her on screen. I'm sure she won't like that. Anyways, but I'm glad you're here. Naked ripped to 66 today.
Yeah.
I think something's cooking there. I think the reason why he's quiet is he's probably, he's got all that cash. What would you do if you had like 200 or 300, and what's he got, 250, 300 million?
He's super busy. He has to be, right?
Right.
He has to be.
Could we
Can't
get,
get on the
do
show.
we have any, the comments are not up on my screen today.
No.
You know
Are
what?
the comments on your screen today?
I've got some good comments here.
Do you?
Yep.
Can we pull Naked back up real quick?
Hold on, I can get the
Let's look at the
comments.
5-day.
Patrick
See that
says,
spike? That's why I swing traded. That's why.
People were a little upset. Let me get into that a little bit.
Why are you upset? I didn't think it was going to hold.
Okay, so all right, so I'm on Telegram. I'm on the Naked Army chat.
Right.
I didn't get a chance to respond, but they're asking me, hey, would you guys would have a greater impact on the overall share price and the actual health of the stock if you would just hodl? You just would, and I had to think about it, and I wasn't going to respond, but we can respond here on our philosophy.
Would you hold her?
I would hodl, but we need to swing trade. These people don't understand when we
wait,
take
wait,
positions.
Hodl. Break it down.
Yeah,
for
hodl.
everyone.
Yeah, whatever.
Hold on for
Where's
dear.
that word?
Hold on for dear life.
Is that what it means?
Yeah, it's a crypto phrase.
That's a strategy. Hold on for dear life. I know that's what it means, but that's not a strategy.
Well, they're very proud to be long naked. They're not selling shares, but we have a portfolio to manage, and whenever we can take profit,
We get marked to the market every month.
Yeah.
So we don't, our basis, the stock doesn't have a memory for us. Like, we don't remember what we paid for. It doesn't matter to us what we paid for it.
Right.
If you're, I'm just going to give you a number. If you're managing a portfolio, let's say it has, what number should I pick?
5 million.
Okay, so let's say you're managing a portfolio with $5 million in it, and you have 25 positions in the portfolio, and the position at the end of the month has $5,100,000. You're up $100,000. You may have 3 stocks that are down and 10 that are up and 4 that are flat and whatever else. It's not relevant for us. That's where we're marked. So we look at every position every day. We look at every position every week. We look at every position every month, and we see whether we have the same thesis. But we trade around positions like crazy. Yeah. I have sold so much of POWW. Ammo, we're down to about 100,000 shares.
Right.
We were at 800,000 shares. We owned about 5 million worth of that stock.
Yeah.
And we're down to around a little bit more than 1 million right now.
We just have to. You guys have to remember that you know there's retail onesies and twosies. That's no disrespect to them. They obviously are putting their money in. I'm condescending about people if they're in the stock. You know, they're part of the portfolio, if you will. So the retail side, they put what they can afford to put in there. Obviously,
but you trade it for a different reason.
Right, you trade it for a different reason.
If you buy something, you put $1,000 into it, and you're not going to trade it, and you're looking for a target price of, say, it's going to go to $1,500.
Yes.
So you're going to have a 50% increase. You have a different time frame than we do. Ours, we really only have 3 ways of making investments. We make investments in 13D filings, where we're in a position to take advantage of the company because it's undervalued and we want management to do something. We want to influence management. That's a longer term position. Mm-hmm. We're in a position where we buy something where there's volatility. That's purely a trade based on disaggravated. It's the wrong word. I always get this word wrong. But it's basically where the market is out of sync and there's a reason why there's price discrepancy. And then the third is that we think something has momentum, or if there's some logic for us to put on a trade that's not a 13D, but maybe if there's a sector we want to be in specifically, right? We do a lot of convertible loans into public companies, stuff like that. So we have a different reason for owning things than you may. But it doesn't mean we don't have an overall thesis, right? Like I think every day, we're in episode 84, every day he's come into this program and said, be long gold, be long silver, be long Freeport McMoran, be long copper, every day.
Yeah.
So we have long-term theses, or the macro is what Marshall would call it. Randy Kepper, how are you, buddy?
Good.
Why are we getting...
I don't believe you. Why?
You don't?
How can it affect you this much?
How can what affect me?
Look at, because what's wrong? Are you
What's
really
wrong?
good?
Yeah.
Do you really want me to believe that you're really good?
Yeah. Why? Why do you think? What do you think? I'm gonna go.
Are you mad?
Do you think I'm gonna go hang myself?
Randy, 100.
Yes, I do actually.
Randy, 100 paid 3,000.
I like life too much.
Just
I'm not
saying.
gonna do that.
Randy, it was fun. I had a great time.
I had an awesome time.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it just sucks when the race don't pan out the way you would like, but yeah, it's always an awesome time. I mean, you saw the Mardi Gras atmosphere, and it's like bigger than the Super Bowl. I mean,
It's
that many
incredible.
people, it's like,
There's more people there than the Super Bowl.
oh yeah.
And there's a book actually someone gave me today, 50 Reasons Why You Need to Be at the Indy 500 or something like that.
Really?
Have you ever seen this by Jeff Cannon?
Nope.
No.
And you, Joe, what did you think of it? Hey, Crypto Joe was there with me. We went to, actually, you were there too.
Yeah, man.
Your wife, we were all
We
there.
all were
All
all
of our
there.
wives were there. What did you think, Joe?
It was astounding. I'm going back next year.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that the Risk On car will race next year? Because we're talking about sponsoring an Indy car, a Risk On car,
Right.
and maybe turn on green on the car too, because that's our new EV company.
You know, I mean, it's possible because Castro Neves won in a sponsored car that wasn't a regular ride. So,
That was
I mean,
crazy.
we could win the Indy 500 next year. It's possible.
Who did the super chat?
What do we got here? Oh, super...
Canary fan.
Connery fan?
Connery fan.
£5. Thank you for the
Thank you.
£5 super chat.
What's up? You're staring me down, buddy. What's wrong?
No, I'm all right. I just want to say thanks to the Beaudry family, Tom and Kelly and Madison.
Absolutely.
Also, my friends Doug and Keith, man, they rolled out the red carpet, the hospitality with these people. I wish you could have went with us to a couple of these parties. It was just fantastic.
Sounds like you had fun.
Yeah, it was good.
First night was epic, man.
I just didn't need you guys trash talking me in the TSA line.
Randy, we almost had...
So you are mad.
Randy,
All right, let's get it on, dude. You got smoked. You basically said,
Get 'em.
don't
Whoa,
let the old
whoa,
guy.
whoa, whoa.
You said old guys are not going to. Why are they in there? They shouldn't be there. Come on. The best thing to do is eat some crow, Elio Castroneves is a 4-time winner. Come on, you love him now. Say you love him.
When you say I got smoked, my guy was 3rd place right there for the win. He just didn't win. But to say I got smoked.
I'm going to get all the tape of everything you said about old people racing.
I actually missed
We're
him
only a couple
dropping
years
into
apart.
4th.
We had Helios,
Wait,
and then
I missed him dropping into 4th, which is weird. I
It was on the last
missed
lap.
it.
He got passed. Yeah.
you know
He did good, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
all the guys I told you did good. I mean,
no, you did.
Paul
VK.
Ward was 4th.
VK
VK was 8th.
VK screwed up.
I don't know what happened with Herta though. That's what I
But
couldn't
VK
understand.
and Herta, by the way, 20 and 21, you could clearly see they're the future.
Yeah.
VK was leading a lot of that race.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't understand what happened. I got to watch the replay of the race. I saw part of it, but I don't understand what
But
happened
why
with
can't
him.
someone explain to me what the heck the fuel strategy was? Why was VK and Carpenter stopping at 32 laps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
And everyone else is going to 40 laps. I didn't. There's no different size in the fuel tank.
He
That's
got
you know
caught
what.
on the
That's
last,
what.
he got caught on the last pit, Randy, is what happened. He got lapped.
What do we got going on ammo? POWW. For full disclosure, we have reduced this position dramatically. We own the preferred, paying 8.75%. We have about 75,000 of the preferred.
Right.
We own about 100,000 shares of common. We've reduced this position down to around 100,000 shares. And so we still love it. We're fine with it. After hours at 7:14. I was up 21 cents today. It's trading, basically at 7:14 in the aftermarket. There's not a lot to say here. Big backlog, doing great.
You know, we've taken we've actually talk about swing trading around your positions. There's a prime example of what we've done with POWW.
Who's on the screen
Oh, he's got a stogie.
with that big cigar?
Hey, the
Look
memes
who's
did
back.
pop.
Back good.
What's up, boys? Can you guys see me?
Oh,
Yeah, man.
it is Macro Marshall. We're back in
How
the
we
house
doing?
today. You got him on screen? There we go.
You guys got me live from New York City, man.
Where are you at? What are you doing in New York City?
Well, I was up for the weekend visiting family, and I'll be back in Vegas later in the week. I'll be flying out tomorrow.
Nice.
Tell us something
yeah.
that involves freedom in New York City. Do you have any there?
You know what? We got a little bit. We're here at Davidoff in Brooklyn.
Okay.
It's my cigar club. Plenty of freedom here, man.
All
No
right.
masks, having cigars, and having a good time.
Nice.
Davidoff.
Davidoff. Like
Davidoff,
jewelry?
man.
That's a pretty famous place.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a legitimate place. If you guys are in town, this is where you want to be. Just ask for me. They'll hook you up.
What do you think of the weekend, and what do you think of anything on your mind in the macro strategy world?
Hey, let me tell you, this weekend, I was glued. I'm watching crypto, and I'm watching Bitcoin, and I'm trying to, I have a thesis that, when the markets close, Bitcoin reacts because remember it's 24/7. And so we almost got up to 38,000, but 37.9 over the weekend. I think we're sitting around 36.5 now, maybe between 36.2 and 36.5.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching to make sure that we stayed at those levels because I felt like if we had a dip below those levels Tuesday when the market opens, then we might be in potential trouble for a further dip. But it continues to prove my thesis right. It's Rocky Balboa. It takes a licking and keeps coming back.
Jason, what do you think of the way it's trading?
I don't know. It's not full. There's not full conviction there yet. Keyword yet. Money rotation is moving into commodities. It's moving into hard assets. You know what? In my opinion, it will move back into crypto. Let's see what happens with China, with this administration. I mean, how many more things can they fearmonger us with? You know what I mean? It's just kind of a waste for them to do that. They're not going to stop it, in my opinion. I mean, I guess they could tax the hell out of it. That would slow it down. But ultimately, I think the people will prevail.
No question about it. Hey, I just want to say that Jason, you and I agree on a macro outlook because I noticed every time we're on the show, we talk about gold, we talk about silver, we talk about copper, we talk about inflation hedging assets. This asset class, though, I just want to say, as far as money rotation is concerned, I still believe that money rotation is retail money. The smart money is still there. I don't think they sold. I don't think that they sold because I watch the pools.
Right.
I'm watching them. I watch the exchange numbers every day.
Right.
And they're still there. It's just that I don't know and to tie into what you're saying, I don't know if they're continuing to accumulate, but they have their positions and they're not dumping them. So we need a little bit more retail exuberance, I think. And I also believe that the real estate play, which is what we're all bullish on right now, is right now attracting a lot of the money that would be in the crypto market. It's pulling it out, and it's being put to use in real estate.
You know, I kind of like the fact that the CEO of Binance came out and hit Elon Musk a little bit there. Did you see that on Twitter?
He hit him hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dig that. I'm trying to find the tweet.
Too, man. Fight back, man.
Oh, yeah,
Fight
for
back.
sure.
So the world's largest meat processor, JBS Foods, hit by a cyber attack.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I thought to myself, what food supply, oil supply? What do you know about this cyber attack?
Well, I mean, look how easily they crushed the ability for us to move oil, gas through the country. Now that the Keystone didn't get approved, they shut it down real quick in the New Jersey pipeline there. Now they're, what is this, a dry run at the food supply and then the water supply? Like, what are these guys doing?
For Marshall, thank you for tuning in, my man, and joining us.
You got
Skyla, Nick, Josh today, my man Jason. Special thanks to Joe and Randy and all the people at the Indy 500. It was a great time. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey, it's the 85th episode of Risk On. I'm Todd Ault. Jason Bartholomew's in the house. We got Josh in the studio.
Hey. It
It is June 2nd. Well, do I seem worn out to you? Do I seem tired?
Somebody just said that.
I'm tired
You look stressed.
because okay, so let me go through the numbers. I'm not going to let Jason do it today. I'm not going to ask Jason to do it. Actually, why don't you go through the numbers, Jason? Because when I explain to you how insane today was, I don't even know how to even word it.
This is crazy.
Today was upper echelon of 32 years of insanity. AMC, Koss, Carver,
Express,
The
Jan,
Dow is up like 25.
and Naked, 80 cents now.
Naked was
81.
82.
81 after hours.
I was exhausted watching my screen. I was like, I don't even know where to trade. I mean, it was like,
Oh, we forgot about Urban One. We smashed that thing.
oh, we made $70,000 on Urban One. I was asleep. He's like, dude, it's up. I'm like, okay. I looked
my
down. It was up
God.
70 grand. It was, it's an insane trading time.
It's $70 flat.
Naked. Naked's 85 in the aftermarket.
85 Naked.
85.
Dollar print when? This week?
I don't know. We're not predicting that. It's 86 in the market now.
Dollar.
You can't say that.
I'm
we
saying
do not,
when.
We do
I
not
asked a
have
question.
any. We have no say so
Did you hear
here.
what I said?
Well, when you said there's a question mark.
Yeah, Naked dollar print when?
Okay, you said there was a question mark.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, yeah. No, just for full disclosure, guys, we don't know what we're doing here.
No idea.
We saw the market today, and we officially don't have.
Guys,
any
we're
idea.
shorting AMC.
We're shorting AMC. Don't follow us.
How can we even know?
I assure you, AMC is not worth anything. Zero. Zilch. Now, they may dilute the heck out of people to where they can't see straight.
Hey, man.
But think about AMC, okay? And by the way, I'm short, so don't believe me. I'm a fool. I'm a foolish hedge fund guy.
Go ahead.
If you want a movie now, you can get it at home. And the advantage the movie theaters had was you could go to a movie theater because it was the only place you could get first-run releases. That doesn't exist anymore. The infrastructure cost of movies to own a movie theater, high. They need to go to them, like to go on a date to them. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. But I can assure you, AMC doesn't even have enough money on their shelf.
Wait a minute. You want to cover that?
What?
There's no more outstanding shares.
Yeah, there's no more outstanding shares.
Listen to this.
AMC has no more room. They need to get approval from their shareholders to issue more stocks. That means they're going to have to issue a proxy and say, please let us raise more capital. Okay? So right now, I don't even care. This is all noise to me. I don't care. I'm willing to lose $500,000 to make all of it because it's going back to nothing.
But this is part of your thesis of 3 different ways to trade and
Oh,
make
sure.
money.
Yeah, for
One
sure.
of them is volatility trading and
Right.
swinging. This is part of your strategy.
You're going to pay me 35% for 2 days. I'm the house. I'm going to eventually win. You come to Las Vegas and you go gamble. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to eventually lose. You got to play the odds. You got to, when the dealer's showing a 9 up, and you got to assume he has a face card. And if you got a 16, you got to hit, because most of the time you're going to lose, right? And Jason, we know there could be a run where 4 or 5 times you lose, but reality is then you could have a 15 and get a 6, and you know. So how many times does that happen?
I like where you're going with this.
Play the odds.
I
And
love
so
where you're going,
I'm getting
yes.
paid 35% on my money or more to wait for 2 or 3 days of option expiration. Last week the options expired. I made all the money on them. They all went to zero.
Here's the thing, though. Like Hinden Turd and some of these hedges.
Hinden Turd?
Yeah, they're long. My
Hinden Turd is long AMC.
My thesis is this isn't
Turd.
retail, dude. These are hedgies long. I'm a little worried.
One thing, Patrick, I want to say for sure, and for everybody, is retail has power now, man. You guys have the power. The Naked Army, powerful, man. It's power. It's just pure power. The ability to trade is like, it's amazing. I have never seen anything like it. The liquidity, the Robinhood, the whole thing is incredible. The Naked Army dominates naked, and by the way, literally a force to be reckoned with. You can't mess with them.
Naked Army, get this now. Naked Army should want us to short AMC, buy all the puts, try to smash them in the face, and bury them, so then all of the traders will go long naked. They'll go long naked. That's my theory.
Maybe.
I got something in the Telegram.
Oh, the Telegram.
saw that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we might be reaching out to that person, and we might have her on the show. That's interesting.
A reporter.
A reporter from Australia. She reached out to me on Telegram.
She watches the show.
She watches the show, and I would like to have her on the show.
What reporter?
An Australian reporter that's doing some reporting on Naked. She wanted to know a little bit about our theory with Naked and stuff, and what our thesis was, and so.
Did you talk to her?
No, I didn't talk to her. I said we'd love to have you on the show. Get back to me. That's all.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll go to Naked real quick. Let's pull that up on the screen.
Jitendra, we're not
Naked
fighting.
is 84 in the aftermarket. Can I get the volume from you again? Did you say the volume? Naked?
The Naked Army told me the volume.
What was the volume?
It was like 450, wasn't it?
450 million? Something.
That speaks for itself. If a stock's trading 450 million shares.
429 million.
429 million. It's pure liquidity. Stock's 84, closed at 82. What can I say?
Yammy, why do you like the show?
Don't call me about this. Call Armada Trading. Let me give you their number. 1-800-KISS-MY-ASS is Armada's Trading, because they apparently know more than me about it, and they're doing really well. Call Armada Trading, 1-800-KISS-MY-ASS, and they'll help you trade. I mean, seriously, these guys are way smarter than us about this. I mean, what do we know? I mean it sincerely. By the way, that's a compliment.
Thank you.
These guys are out there. They're out there ahead of time. JB Ballin, all these guys are way ahead of me, man. I'm not joking. By the way, if you think in any way I'm even being a smartass, I'm not.
Just what we need. More caffeine.
They're killing it.
Yammy Raider, what is going on?
This is the future. If guys like, listen to me. If guys like people, guys and girls inside the Naked Army, if you don't lose your bankroll, and you can figure out. See, this is my problem. Is what's your exit strategy, right?
Right.
If you don't know your exit strategy,
They don't have one.
You don't have one. But if you can figure out how to not lose that bankroll of yours, you can make a great living even learning how to trade, getting a thesis behind something. Concentrated investing is where I made all my money, man. Yeah, exactly. Mark, where the hell is Justin?
Todd.
Trust me, he told me, or I just learned from his representative a few days ago, he was coming on the show, that I'd be the first show he came on. We want Justin, Mark, I'm with you. I'm trying, I don't want to, I'm not, this is not about Naked anymore. It's about what the Naked Army's doing. The Naked Army, as a group, using social media, using the ability to communicate, using, what's the thing I was on a long time ago?
What?
The communication app they're using.
WhatsApp?
Not WhatsApp, they're using the other thing.
Signal.
No, the other
Telegram.
thing. Telegram.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was on Telegram years ago. I
Right.
mean, in fact, I was when Telegram first started. I was like one of the first 100,000 invitees. So I was on it in the early days.
You're an early adopter.
I get invited to a lot of early adopter stuff.
Clubhouse.
I know that because I have like almost 1 million followers, people think that somehow I know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing on social media. I just, I'm stupid.
JB Ballin, thank you for those messages.
Hold on. I want to say on
Go
this.
ahead.
So the power of the Naked Army is that they're all doing research. They're all like looking at things. Did you see this? Did you see that? Hey, I read this document. They're like a bunch of sleuths. This didn't used to exist.
Right.
When Warren Buffett used to trade and he made a lot of money, he used to go down to the library and read the SEC filings. He literally had to go to the library. And these guys now, the Naked Army, they're like a force that you can't. There's no wool being pulled over these eyes. Hey, did you see this guy? This guy traded it. This guy's long. Did you read this document? They could be selling it. They're like, it's powerful, right? And so I don't think that that's going away. I don't think that the internet's suddenly going to dry up and you're going to not be doing research like this. And you can't fight this force. That's what's going on with AMC. Even though I completely disagree with AMC's valuation, I understand why it's going up.
I really like
because you got the power of the crowd. Now, there's an old saying about the madness of crowds, the delusional grandeur of crowds. You got to make sure that you're not the one that doesn't get the chair.
Yes.
Does anyone remember in high school
Musical,
not high school, elementary school?
Yeah.
When you played
Kindergarten.
musical chairs and there was one chair left, I was always afraid that that was going to be me. That's why I sell. Skyla, did you play musical chairs?
Yeah, I did. I loved that game. And I was quick, too, so I
Did you
always
just
won.
kick someone's butt if they try to take it away from you? Yeah, exactly. So what about Dogecoin? $50 billion, it surged to $54 billion, 25% gain as on Coinbase list this week.
What's the market cap?
It's $54 billion
54 billion.
for a fake coin.
What's the higher market cap? Rocket Mortgage or Dogecoin?
Dogecoin.
Yeah,
For sure.
that's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of crypto,
What?
are you familiar with the Sheetz gas stations? They're regional. They're in the South
know them.
Atlantic. They're taking crypto now. Sheetz is a large gas station in the Carolinas. I just thought that was pretty interesting.
There's a article out on CNBC by this Lori Kanush, talking about how the meme stops are really like a game, and here's how you make sure you don't lose money. Do you think that Lori knows what she's doing?
Maybe, but DRDP, I forgot to thank you for the super chat. Papa Gorilla, love you, man. Thank you for the super chat. Love all of you guys and gals on here. And then back to your thoughts on that. The meme stocks feels like a casino game. You know how you have chips on the table and they're not really money? They're just chips?
Well, when you go into the casinos now and they have these really amazing slot machines with
Yes.
all kinds of visual, like, Queen Sheba,
Everything.
I even saw Pam Anderson up there.
The graphics are
If
insane.
you got her boobs to line up, you won or something.
They distract you. They
Right.
make you want to just go to the machine. Well, AMC just wants to make you go to the buy button and just click buy to be part of that squad. It's like camaraderie. Like they're all in it together. Wall Street Bets, 11 million users. They're all on there 24 hours a
Do you
day.
remember when remember when it was 2 million?
Yeah.
It's 11 million.
It's
now.
11 million. So they put their thesis up from reputable posters. Someone like, effing Deep Value, someone like that with some clout goes on there, puts a thesis out there. Then all the researchers and all the people do diligence and they dig in and they get convicted on the trade. And now we're looking at a move from AMC similar to, well, not as a percentage-wise, not yet, but you've got a move on AMC that's gaining like GameStop did. It's pretty amazing. Zach, you're right about that. Look, Zach,
What's Zach saying?
Would you like to comment on that? Zach says Naked is more than a meme stock, the only meme stock with good fundamentals. Zach, and massive cash on hand also helps.
So I guess the question, Zach, would be, are they going to acquire something that justifies that capital, right? Are they going to put that capital to work in a way where there's an exponential return or exponential growth? One of the cornerstones of what I do here at Ault & Company and Ault Global Holdings is we try to build on some pillars we have and sort of core values we have. One of them is buying undervalued assets or disruptive technologies with some sort of global impact like we've done in the textile business or what we've done and what we're doing in EV. And the question that is, what exponential growth are they going to deliver? Because if they buy something that's a dud and burns capital, then you got to believe in that new story, right? So, Zach, I would say to you, there aren't really a lot of fundamentals on Naked anymore because they really become they're really like a SPAC to me. When I look at Naked, it looks like a SPAC, right? With a lot of cash and a big, massive shareholder base that really cares about what's going to happen. The question is what are they going to do with the money? That's my question, Zach. How are they going to spend it? If they spend it wisely and they put something wonderful in there, it's going to be great.
It could possibly be that they're taking their time, doing a lot of research, and I think they'll come out with something.
Oh, I 100% believe that's going to be the case. I think Todd has become short on naked. Absolutely not.
Are you insane?
Completely nonsense.
Dude, show them the...
I am not short naked in any way.
Crazy.
Absolutely, completely on my daughter, and my oldest daughter's in the office today. One of the loves of my life, my firstborn. I am not short naked. Not even a little bit, not even 1 ounce, not even 1 share, nothing.
We're not short naked.
That's not even the case.
Yeah.
I would like Justin to come on the show, and I want to find out what they're going to do with the couple $100 million they have. That's all.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not, if you sense frustration, I think the stock could be a lot higher if Justin would just outline for us what he's going to do. But we're a friend of Justin. We want him to be here. Let's do it.
It's a friendly environment here.
For sure. Marshall is my homeboy. We like Marshall a lot.
We got
Marshall's
something to share here.
Oh, let's bring it up. Oh, he had the shirt made.
He had it made.
No way.
That's double trouble. Yeah.
Oh my God. No way.
Get
Dude,
out of here.
Check that out.
And we wish Marshall could be on today. He can't be on today.
Oh my God, Marshall, you totally messed out.
We'll get his
He's going to be
reaction.
on tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's so.
That's so great.
So awesome. Leave that in the background. Can we put it up?
That's crazy.
Oh, look at that. Look at Marshall's head. That's so awesome.
Oh, man. That's...
Double trouble. All right, Skyla,
Yeah.
we got to do sports.
All right.
It's time for the dad joke of the day.
So, did you guys hear about the kidnapping at school?
No.
No.
It's okay. He woke up.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
You're so bad.
That was good.
The overall market to me is stale. I realize there's a lot of capital. This is uncharted territory for me. One of the things I noticed was it felt like things are blowing off. It's not done yet. But didn't it feel like a little bit of a blow off to you? I'm a little nervous because you saw the Dow, you saw the NASDAQ. We were short the NASDAQ, and we were actually up in our short today for most of the day. Yet individual meme stocks are kind of crazy. People are searching for things to trade. That is concerning to me, right?
Where, real quick, where do the profits go from the memes? Where do they flood?
I don't know where they go to. Look for the Fed, in my opinion. First of all, I want to be clear. I stick with my position. Inflation is not transitory. Mm-hmm. Prices are not going back down. About 20% of the beef production was under that cyber attack. I really will tell you that I'm concerned about this. We're looking to buy transformers and things for our business and power, and we're having a hard time with supply. This is getting expensive. Pay attention to that, because one day you could wake up and the market would be down 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 points. I'm nervous about that. But I'm still playing. I'm in the game. You never know. It might be a great buying opportunity. A lot of liquidity. Hey, guys, take care. Randy, thank you. Josh, thank you for being in the studio this week.
Great show.
Yeah.
Jason, thank you.
Great
Brett,
show.
Nick,
Thank you, everyone.
Skyla, Willie, everybody on the crew. This is wonderful. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey, it's Todd Ault. I'm with Jason Bartholomew. How you doing?
Hello, everyone.
Marshall Wilkinson's in the house. We didn't hear him. There he is. Say that again, Marshall.
I said, how we doing, guys? Good to be
All
back.
right. Skyla,
Live
the
from New
lovely
York.
Skyla, my niece, is in the house.
Hi.
It is June 3rd. It is the 86th episode of Risk On. The market was down,
Yeah, it was.
and we ripped.
We had a great day.
I don't get what's happening here. Literally, I was looking at the market this morning and thinking to myself, is this real or is it Memorex? I mean, none of you would know that, by the way, those youngsters out
I know
there.
what Memorex is.
So I read an article that Tesla, ever since Elon Musk came out against Bitcoin, or the way he did that, people were not very happy with him. Marshall, did you see this Tesla today down 5.3% or $32?
I saw it.
What do you make of this sort of little backlash that I'm hearing about Tesla?
I think it's all temporary.
You think
I
that?
think all this stuff. Go ahead, Todd.
Well, you were talking about him shoehorning everyone into this, Yeah. we're not going to take crypto anymore. He's changing his mind a few times. Recent things about the SEC saying that he thought the stock was too overvalued, things like that. I don't know. There seems to be a little bit of a sentiment. I saw Morgan Stanley or someone talking about that Tesla's slowing down. You said that China orders were down, Jason?
They were halved in May. They had 18,000 orders in April, and they have 9,800 orders in May. That accounts for about 30% of its overall sales, the Chinese market. So those are real figures, real data, and that's pressure on the stock also.
I think it's temporary, and I'll tell you why. He's still the government darling. I think today he just sent the Falcon up to replenish the space station.
Right.
He's still the government guy. And as long as Nancy Pelosi and her husband own calls in Tesla, the green revolution and the strong arm of the government to push that agenda is still forthwith. He's the beneficiary.
Do you hear that?
So,
Marshall Macro. Is it Macro Marshall or one of the two, right?
Yeah.
He's looking at the big picture. I guess I should have called you earlier because I was a little bit down on it. I covered my position because I was actually short Tesla, and now since I covered one of the sides of my calls, I'm now long the puts, and I'm going to get put to like tomorrow, I think. Well, and I was thinking to myself, am I going to get clipped here or what?
A lot of this stuff is emotion. These undulations. If we can pull out a little bit and see the big picture in the macro environment, it's the treasure map.
I know
Believe me.
Well, a lot of people are upset, and like it or not, crypto has a larger footprint than Tesla. I'm sorry, it just does overall in the world. So he took on the crypto community, and it didn't go his way.
No doubt.
Yeah, that was a negative. Hopefully he figures that out. Did you tell me one of our stocks filed for a $500 million ATM?
They did.
It's actually filed?
Yes.
What happened to CleanSpark today? Is it really true?
They were actually up over $17. They finished down 3%.
So this now I want to make sure because I didn't see it for sure. You said that they filed for a $500 million ATM.
To create an at-the-market equity program for sale of 500 million shares.
Shares or dollars?
Wow, hold on. It says 500 million shares, but it's got a dollar sign next to it.
It's got to be dollars.
It's got to be dollars.
It's got to be dollars. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
that would be insane. Yeah.
I'm covering
it's 500 million.
Marshall, I'm at a loss for the amount of liquidity that there is. I mean, there are people raising capital like in insane levels with it having almost no effect. AMC announced a $500 million deal or whatever it was today, and then it went up another 30 points.
Yeah.
20 points.
Yeah.
What do you make of that liquidity, though? I mean, how long can this last?
Well, it just goes to show you how much money's still in the system.
Well, the Fed's pumping trillions, dude. The Fed's pumping. They've been pumping money.
Baby, pump it up.
Yeah.
It's a massive disconnect between the market and the people.
Right.
It shouldn't surprise you that the quantitative easing and the money that goes to the banks don't go to the people. It goes to speculation. And this is an admission. This is indicative of the entire system.
I like to ask Skyla this. I say, Skyla, when you, and I know this is a little personal, but you're 20 years old. You were going to college. You didn't have a job. Or you did?
I did. When I was
okay, you had a small job.
A small job.
Okay.
I had one, though.
You were like selling fish or something, right? Like pokey?
Okay, yeah.
But your ability to save during this pandemic has really, how much is it quadrupled? How much is it, how much larger has it made your personal bank account?
A very good amount. Like from where I started to now.
Has it tripled it?
Yeah, or more.
Yeah, you got government
government cheese.
Government cheese or whatever you call it.
Government cheese.
You got a couple of those checks.
Yeah.
And you just put it where? In your savings, right?
Yep.
Marshall, I think that Skyla is indicative of some people that didn't need the money. I mean, obviously could use it and are grateful for it. I'm not saying she's not grateful, but it didn't change anything for her other than she had a larger savings.
Yeah, but I think, for some people it was rent, food, like.
No, I get that. I totally get that.
Yeah.
there's still people that are suffering there.
Yeah.
But I don't make about how this liquidity is so rampant, Marshall.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, the institutional money has the institutions have the money. I mean, this can't be spurred by retail guys at home on Robinhood. So, aside from the concerted effort, I'm talking about these cap raises that are occurring. This is institutional money. These are. We spoke about this a few episodes ago about how much cash reserves these banks are sitting on. Trading desks are sitting on massive cash reserves. When there's an opportunity for alpha, believe me, they're gonna implement their strategy and they're gonna take advantage of it.
A week ago, Naked Brands hit 61.
Right.
Today it hit $1. Have you ever thought about the percentage moves and the amount of volume that this thing is trading?
40% moves. With
It's sheer
massive
fascinating
floats.
to me.
I'm
almost overly fascinated with this thing now.
Todd, we're in a world of extremes, man.
It is.
A world of extremes.
Yep.
That's it, Marshall. You're right, buddy. A world of extremes.
Yeah, man. Hey, what do you guys think about what Biden's proposed today, potentially on the corporate tax?
He had to.
I'm surprised you didn't lead with it. I saw it, and I'd love to get your take on it, man.
He had to do it. I mean, they can't filibuster. You've got blue dog Democrats in purple areas of states. So the corporate tax rate would be left alone. Is that what I was gathering?
Yeah. What they're saying is they're going to leave alone. They're going to leave the
15%.
28% is what it is. And so what he's saying is, forget that. We're looking into a global 15%, but 15% corporate tax on book income.
It says it looks like Biden proposes minimum 15% corporate tax for companies that pay no federal taxes. That would be Amazon. Will the debt-to-income ratio become so high for the average American gross annual income that they won't be able to qualify via the underwriters of these banks? Now, after the 2008 housing crash, you know that all of the underwriters in these banks tightened up the requirements to loan money on the retail side. So will that happen? And if that happens, it really won't matter how low interest rates are because the cost of materials and the cost per square foot of these houses from these builders could price these home buyers out of the market. I know, Marshall, you probably want to comment on this.
Yes. The replacement value of real estate on the residential side is going to be higher than current market prices for the foreseeable future. So if you can acquire. I agree with you, however, that the values are going to be so high that the loan to income or the debt ratios that you're referring to as far as taking on debt from the underwriter's perspective is going to price a lot of people. A large swath of this country is going to be unable to take on the debt, the financing in order to buy.
So keeping that in mind, like first-time home buyers, like let's use Skyla, for example, she might want to be, she might want to participate in the American dream of home ownership. What's going to happen if the Fed has under this pressure? Are we going to go to negative interest rates like in Europe? Like we're going to have to do something with these interest rates, but they can't because they're backed into a corner. If they change the interest rates on the federal funds rate, which is the federal funds rate is actually the rate that they actually loan money to the banks, that's going to affect the retail United States home buyers interest rate. And that's another piece of pressure on the home buyer that's already having a hard time qualifying for the existing price points of the real estate market. I'm looking at several things right now, Todd. Coinbase under pressure right now because Robinhood has just come out with a press release saying that they were going to initiate 0 commission fees on purchasing all cryptocurrency. Coinbase down in the after hours.
Wow.
AMC also just fell off a cliff. Hey,
listen, I'm in Nevada, though, and I have a Robinhood account. When I moved to Robinhood here,
you can't buy.
They said because we're not allowed to sell you crypto in Nevada.
You know what's happening?
I'm a little bummed here.
You know what's happening? They're setting up for the massive, massive battle. Listen to this, Marshall. These are my thoughts. Robinhood is preparing, in my opinion, for their IPO, okay? Robinhood is getting ready to set up for their massive, massive IPO. They're putting these things in place to win customers over after they've received such a bad taste in their mouth from the GME debacle. But what's going to happen is, you think there's some showdowns now with AMC and GME versus Wall Street Bets? Let me tell you something. When Robinhood does their IPO, 11 million Wall Street Bets, I can't say what I want to say. We call them a name that's not so nice, but it's really a positive fashion. Anyway, Wall Street Bets, folks, 11 million strong, will go to war with Robinhood, in my opinion. As soon as puts and options are available, they will be shorting that thing to the ground. It'll be scorched earth. That's my opinion. It's not necessarily going to happen, but that's what I think is going to happen.
Interesting thesis. I don't necessarily disagree. I can definitely see that happening.
Macro Marshall, they are so upset at Vlad from Robinhood. You have no idea, folks. If you just go and peruse Wall Street Bets, I can guarantee you that they will be plotting and they will be taking out their frustrations when they can on Robinhood, on options, on puts, shorting Robinhood. Again, this is just my opinion. You know, this is for entertainment, but that's how I feel.
I promise you, with the last 5 minutes, we were going to go to this Fauci thing, talk about risk on sports. Let's pull it up on the screen.
I mean, it's bracket.
This is true.
It's
this
bracketology.
Is bracket. Let's pull it up. Leave it there.
All right, hold on one second.
Go through it. Go through it.
So I don't know if y'all have been paying attention, but there was a FOIA request, Freedom of Information Act request, where they obtained Dr. Fauci's emails. One of the emails has been uncovered. It's the Dr. Fauci's March Madness bracketology picks. I'm trying to make this thing as large as possible because this is... You can take this a couple different ways. You could say, wow, this is crazy.
He was having fun.
How dare he do this in the middle of a pandemic? Yada, yada, yada. I'm like, okay,
but
whatever.
You don't want to accuse yourself of being one of those people who can't laugh at yourself, right?
I don't. So here's what we got.
But who did he have Zika? What do you think Zika was going to do?
Well, it's the Sweet 16 right here.
Oh, right.
And we've got, on the top right, I think influenza was the H1N1 was the higher ranked team.
Right.
So I think they had home court advantage against the, I guess that's the smallpox. Yeah, some kind of pox, but influenza with the home court advantage did move on there.
Sure.
And then, of course, West Nile took on rabies. That was a blowout. West Nile, no doubt.
Rabies is going to get their butt kicked.
Yeah, I mean, rabies.
I would not take rabies over West Nile.
In a close matchup, though, Ebola did take on polio.
Really?
I mean, that's a tight matchup.
And who won?
I mean, Ebola, I guess, hit a buzzer beater.
Ebola would kill him, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
you're dying with Ebola.
Zika and Hep B, Zika, no problem there. They moved on. But like when we moved on to the Final Four, it was influenza against Ebola. And actually, Ebola did move on to the final game.
All right, and who else was in the final game?
Well, on the left side of the bracket, on the east bracket, coronavirus took on the Norwalk virus. Coronavirus smoked them, and then SARS against MERS. That's a classic matchup.
Right.
I mean, MERS moved on in that, and then down in the south, we had the smallpox taking on chickenpox. Smallpox all day, right?
All right, of course,
for sure. And then it looks like the measles against herpes, and measles moved on. That's an upset, dude.
Yeah, but herpes, you get it once, it goes away.
And then smallpox against measles to go to the Final Four. Measles moved on, and then coronavirus just blew out the MERS. And then coronavirus was able to advance to the final game against Ebola. That is a great matchup.
Right, and so coronavirus wins the national championship.
I can't believe it.
They're the most dominant infection around.
In my opinion, though, the referee missed a call against Ebola down the stretch.
Sure.
And I think that's why coronavirus.
But they may be
winning.
giving coronavirus too much credit.
Yeah, I mean, if you would have bet the spread, Ebola covered the spread.
For sure.
For sure. So that's what we had.
He's shaking his head, but this was found in Dr. Fauci's emails. Marshall?
It's despicable. It's disgusting.
Yeah, man.
It really is, actually.
But,
he's the doctor of the world.
Marshall.
He's the doctor of the world.
On a real note, if you go to my screen, Dr. Nicole Sapphire, her tweet, not mine, is pretty obvious why Fauci and other U.S. officials did not want attention on the lab origin possibility. It would bring unwanted attention to the fact the U.S. government was partially funding Wuhan. Follow
I
the
gotta
money.
tell you, it's very bad looking. I watched Tucker last night.
Yeah.
I listened to that. I put it on my Twitter. Check it out. You should watch that video. If any of it's remotely true, it's absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
The people that were policing what was true or not on Facebook were the people that were at the part of the Wuhan lab. This is absolutely terrible if
bad.
it's true.
On paper.
If it's true. I'm giving you the hypothesis. I'm trying to take like the high road here.
Right.
Holy smokes. If it's even remotely true, it's absolutely terrible. Check out my Twitter, Todd Ault, and then 3 I's for the third, Todd Ault the third. You can find the link to Tucker there. Hey, this is June 3rd. It's what's June 3rd? It's the 86th episode.
86.
Thanks to Skyla and Randy for stopping by. Brett and Nick. My man Marshall in the house. Thank you, Marshall, so much. We love you. We look forward to you being back in Vegas and joining us. Jason,
Absolutely.
Any final thoughts before we go?
Keep your eye on AMC. You never know where it's going.
Hey, this is Risk On. Check us out tomorrow. I have a podcast with the Alan Parsons. If you don't know the Alan Parsons Project, you shouldn't be alive. See you tomorrow. It's the 87th episode of Risk On. I'm Todd Ault. This is Jason Bartholomew. Welcome to the show. Welcome to our studio. Skyla's in the house. Skyla, show everyone your nails. Now, she's going to say her boyfriend likes these nails, but my wife has had French manicures since the day after she agreed to start dating me exclusively.
Oh.
I love French manicures. Show them again.
I've been changing him around,
They're
but then
really
I went to
beautiful.
go see
They look-
his family, so I was like, I'll get French tip. And
They're really pretty,
Yeah.
for sure. I think every guy I know, and probably every girl, can appreciate French manicure. Can't you appreciate that?
I appreciate it for sure.
Do you?
Yeah.
The funny part about me not being a girl is if I was a girl, no one would date me because I'm so ugly. But,
oh my God.
But the one thing I do like about women is they have a selection of clothing, makeup, and all kinds of things that we don't have. But I have this hairstylist now who's like, give me a fade here. You see that? And the shave in
fade
my,
looks
my beard.
nice.
So I feel like I look a little better.
Yeah.
Do you think I look a
for
little
sure.
better?
For sure.
Presentable? I
Yeah.
got some gray in my hair.
Presentable.
AMC, we're down 19,000.
We
made 70,000 on the options, but they don't count them in the same spot.
For the options.
So every single option I had in AMC expired today.
Yep.
I bought them all back, and so let me, for full disclosure with everyone, tell you, for all you people who want to rip my head off and eat my insides. Sorry for the radio listeners. I think that's a graphic thing. I am short the June 25th, 21 90 calls. I'm short them. And I'm short the June 25th 95 calls on AMC. I got paid $11.61 for the 90s and $11.45 for the 95s. So the stock has to go to 106 and 101.6 for me to start losing money.
That's
do
pretty
you think
good
of that?
range. Yeah. I mean, it could happen.
Those of you who are listening to me, I'm not recommending those because you can get your head cut off.
Absolutely.
I have a lot of capital. I've been trading a long time, 32 plus years. I ran a hedge fund since 1998. I took a small break. I'm back at it again. And though I would tell everyone to be very careful trading naked options, not naked, the brand, the company naked, being long or short naked options where you're not protected, they're not covered. For you home gamers that are new to that.
So,
hey, Josh, can we play the Risk On rewind real quick? Is that possible?
Yeah, if we're ready for it. This is just a teaser, though.
Oh, we're not going to play the whole thing?
Well, it's like it's only 4 minutes, but it's longer. So
okay, let's do this.
We're going to launch it just after this show.
Okay, so after the show today, you guys go to my YouTube channel, toddault.com or Risk On, and you can see these rewinds we do about everything we talk about. Is this MOSY?
Yep.
MOSY.
Oh, MOSY. It was hit $10 today.
It did.
I bought that stock and filed the 13D on them when they were like in the 3 range.
Yes.
Wow. Occasionally I get lucky. Let's play it. This will be fun. Let's go.
All right. Here it goes. Ready?
Yeah. We're talking about MOSY here, MOSY, and why did I buy it, and why you should never own this stock if the CFO is in charge. MOSY.
MOSY. MOSY.
MOSY.
MOSY.
Is that the whole thing?
That's it. That's the 14-second tease.
What a tease.
Dude, that's not a tease. Come on. That's like, dude, what the heck?
I can play more if you want me to play more.
Put another quarter in the machine.
After
Come
the
on.
show.
Whatever, man.
Bitcoin was 36.9 after Elon, and you can look at this, Nick. Elon tweeted last night this right here.
I got no monitor, by the way. This thing's not working.
So he's got the Bitcoin with the logo and then the heart with the broken heart here. And he says, I know I said it would be over between us if you quoted another Linkin Park song, but I found someone else. And then he says, so in the end, it didn't even matter. So is that an indication that he's breaking up with Bitcoin? And then he puts, I miss you. Like, it's just like crazy. Why are you crying? Because I miss you too. So Bitcoin takes a dump after that. And now it's at 36.9. It was nearing 40,000.
What is his problem?
I don't know.
Dude, why do we care? Okay, so he sends people to space. He has a solar company, and he makes electric cars. Okay, great. He's wonderful. He's brilliant. I really do believe that. He is brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. But this part's nonsense. This is just nonsense behavior. And why does he even have the time to put emojis up? And what the heck, dude? Send a rocket into space. Go rescue someone. Go to Mars. What the hell,
I don't
Elon?
understand it.
Hey, I wonder, those of you in the audience, are you noticing oil prices and gas prices? Because, Skyla, what about you? Are you noticing oil prices? What's happening with gas?
Well, I know it's cheaper here. That's all I know. I was in California and I filled up there and it was so expensive.
But the problem here is even the prices here are going up.
I've noticed it a little bit, not
got it.
a lot.
Well,
but a little.
those of you out there, my concern is at $70, you're going to start to see that price lift. We don't have $5 gas yet.
You're going to see it in California,
But you're going to see it in
right?
California.
Oh, in California for sure.
You were there. How much was it? Do you remember?
Like 4 something. It was high. it was expensive to fill up the expedition.
So energy independence no longer, which creates conflict in the country, in the world, because we need oil. We are, an oil-based economy. I don't care what they say. And so here we are with this administration deciding that, hey, it's okay. We'll rely on foreign nations that don't like us very much for our oil. What could go wrong? Justin Davis Rice, CEO of Naked Brands, is his Twitter account was dormant for like 7 years.
Did it come alive?
He's alive today.
What's it say?
He's back. It has been a busy
this
few
is his
months.
first tweet here.
And I look forward to sharing updates as we build Naked Brand Group, NASDAQ symbol NAKD, into an exclusively e-commerce focused intimate apparel and swimwear business. Stay tuned. Exciting times ahead. At Naked Brand Group, hashtag intimate apparel, hashtag e-commerce. Welcome back, Justin Davis Rice.
Wow. Those of you new to option trading, when I wrote a call naked, that means that people, if the stock went higher, I'd have to sell them stock at that price. And when I wrote puts, if the stock went lower, they could sell it to me at that price. And I spread both sides of it, and it worked out really well. With about a minute to go, what should we be looking out for? Marshall's going to be on the show next week. We got crypto back. We got Randy back. What's happening next week?
Lots of things coming down the pipe. We're excited.
Absolutely. We're going to be launching some gear now where we're going to have some questions where you can win gear. Instead of us just giving it away, you actually have to do something other than text us. But I want you to text 949-799-1831. That's a way of communicating with me. I promise you every text comes from me or my team after the first text. And if you, listen, 949-799-1831, you can just text me. Get on my text list, even if you want to tell me bad things about me. Just come on. We can share stock ideas. We're open to all kinds of things. We appreciate you being on the show. Randy, thank you. Crypto Joe, good luck with the house. I know you're going to get it. My man Jason, what an incredible week. Fist bump.
Yeah.
Nick and Brett in the house. Really, what a wonderful week. We'll see you Monday at 1:05. Enjoy the radio show. Those people, for you, it's Sunday. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Hopefully football will be back soon. We'll see you later.